Yeah, so in terms of MMA news, not a lot. I mean, the biggest news over the past week, aside from Fight Island, aside from Gilbert Burns testing positive, we're going to get into all that. Khabib's father passed away from COVID complications. Now, he had open heart surgery. I think he had like a couple of health issues. He was an older gentleman, not too old, in his late 50s, but suffering from some medical complications. He went in there for heart-related issues, and then got COVID, and then it just worsened the whole situation, and kind of was in and out of like, ICU, and then it just, so he ended up passing away after a long battle. Seems like the past 6 months he's been dealing with health issues. A longtime trainer, Khabib's father kind of trained him. He obviously trained one of the best in the world, and highly respected, very soft-spoken, doesn't really say too much, really, really nice and person from everybody that's really come in contact with him. So hearts out to Khabib, the family, and all that. Obviously he's expecting to fight Justin Gaethje sometime in like September. Now, with this whole situation, now we're going to get a little bit selfish in terms of, as fans, do you see Khabib? Is this something? Do you see him fighting after this, basically? Because I know he's not looking to have much longer of a career, a couple fights, but the health issues of his father and all that, he doesn't have that weighing on his mind anymore. Is this a point in his life to where he steps away after a couple more fights? Or do you see him even dedicating himself even more to MMA just to get himself off of that?
Yeah, I think a lot of times we use work or whatever to get our minds off of things.
Yeah.
I know Khabib's, him and his dad had a very close relationship, and it's kind of crazy knowing that. I mean, good in Khabib that his last fight, his dad actually got to corner him.
Yes.
And that was his only time he was able to make it to the States.
Mm-hmm.
Or make it, no, it was in Abu Dhabi, right?
I believe it was in Abu Dhabi.
Yeah, so, I mean, I'm happy that Khabib got at least that, for his father to corner him in one of his UFC fights.
Yeah.
But I think Khabib I think his career is not going to be that much longer. I think he's going to fight big money fights and maybe defend his title a couple more times. But I think his next fight, he probably dedicates to his dad, so he'd probably be super motivated to win.
Yeah.
And I see him fighting maybe 4 times more. I think no more. I don't see him fighting more than 4 times at the most.
At the most,
yeah.
I think.
But I think he's gonna just be smart about it and just fight for money.
Yeah.
He is a prize fighter. But I think there's a lot of motivation in his next coming fight, and I think that I think he will fight more.
Yeah. So you don't think it really affects his overall kind of plan? 1 or 2 more fights left, 3 more fights, and it's kind of like it for him.
No, I mean, no. I see him fighting at least 4 more times, and I think that this will help him kind of not forget what happened to his father, but kind of put his mind somewhere else.
Yeah.
In the meantime.
Yeah, I can see that. I mean, I don't know how he's obviously this whole situation is kind of fresh for him. He's got to bury his father and then kind of go back into a training camp at some point, take some time off. I don't really see it affecting him in this fight coming up. He might even be more dedicated to kind of get a victory or something.
Yeah.
If he puts in a couple more years in, a few more fights, maybe one big money fight with Conor just to get that last payday before he steps away. That's something I would consider if I was him.
Yeah. I think to say that
set your family up for.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And to say that he's completely done, that's kind of far-fetched.
Yeah.
I think 4 fights is fair to say. And see what happens.
3 more, because who's left in the division really that he needs to fight? That's a competitive matchup,
That's not much.
Justin Gaethje, who really...
Conor, second fight. I think after Conor, it's kind of far and few between.
Yeah, Conor and Ferguson. That's about
Ferguson. Yeah, that's it though.
That's really it. He hasn't competed against already.
So maybe I see him fighting those 3 contenders and maybe the number 1 contender at the time.
Yeah,
and that's it.
Yeah, yeah. It's a really unfortunate situation because it seemed like his father was gonna recover. It seemed like he was out of the ICU, and then now he's like he's doing better, and then all of a sudden he's going back in, and he's doing better. So yeah,
it sucks, man.
It's definitely gonna throw him off a bit, I think.
Yeah.